Part 6, man. Let's finish this veteran. So last time, in fact, like, we managed to come to the very end almost. And my bags are clean as well. That is the spot that you would like to be in. So while fighting the last boss, what do I need? I like my resistances, it's not so bad. Do we have Royal Jelly Essence? We do have Royal Jelly Essence. I think this is probably worth crafting. Let's get this thing. Oh, what else we need? I know now. After charging into the Sentinel, we definitely need an Aether cluster. It is literally refusing to drop, so I don't really know like what to do. Aether clusters are pretty like fairly easy to find in Act 6 ending, I would say, from these Sentinels. But I haven't been lucky so far with them dropping. How I path over here is I usually like taking the right side over there. Like east side, if you want to call it, and then afterwards, like I walk towards like the west side of the map, and start from the left side. Yeah, basically hug this side all the time. I've been playing some Battle Mage on the normal hardcore account past couple of days. I'm wondering like how many times I'll try to like cast notification on enemies. I should probably restart my game actually. Just realized. We have been going on for some time right now. How annoying is that Aether floor? One blue item that we can like hope to find is called Empowered Tremor, if I'm not mistaken. It's for level 65, I think. And that would be a really good addition, like an upgrade to the two-hander that we're playing with right now. It's not so bad, but like we will start feeling a little bit underwhelming, especially with the damage. Maybe around like level 70 or something. Right now it's pretty good for the most part. When is the calendar? Alright. God dang it, let's get the calendar. What is today? First? It's first today, isn't it? Alright. Calendar hype, man. Maybe even like make it full screen. Let me see. Ah, there it is, man. Hello, guys. We have here Kinder Mini. This is today's gift. There's not, unfortunately, there's not so much to share, but like it is really mini, as the name goes. Okay. Why, man? The highlight of my stream is over right now. After this, my viewership is going to be going down and plummet. Most likely. Everyone has been waiting for this moment today. The calendar opening of today. Sad times in the Lurker Lounge. That's why I think. Oh, actually the next one, my bad. I would honestly love to have just one Aether cluster for the last boss fight, just in case. Sometimes I do mess up. Otherwise I'm gonna need to play it extremely lame and it's gonna take forever, honestly. Not gonna enjoy that. Onida was saying, open them all. That's not how it works. And Canada's saying, alright, cool. Calendar is open. I'm off today. See you guys. Here's bad, man. See you, Cal. This is what I do. I tell people that I'm gonna open the calendar at the start of my stream. And I just keep on delaying it. Meat shield. Is that like our first legendary, guys? I mean, if you do not count the one that like came with killing Logarian from the quest, I think it was like some Vitality gloves. Pretty sure this is our first legendary drop. What's this Cosmic Invoker? Huh. No, there's no Sentinel here. I'm still searching for my Aether cluster, dudes. That was an easy one, wasn't it? Let's see, we were going for the Watcher. 3% physique and 30 defensive ability. That's actually not too bad. It's going to be handy. Let's go back to the end game. Nah, it's not supposed to show the build. It's just the soldier leveling build so far. Now respected by the Malmouth. Come to the choke point, guys. I want to gain just a tad bit of like armor somehow. I'm not really sure how though. Like, is there like any really bad items that we're rocking right now? I'll say our chest and pants, they could change for sure. As I said like last time, it is usually easier to find an upgrade while leveling if you just focus on the worst piece of your items that you're wearing. So in this case, like if it's the pants, I should pay attention to the pants drops for sure. A revolver. Once upon a time, there was upgrades in this game. There are two important spots to like hit while going through. This place is called the Infestation. One of them was over there. We just hit it. It's a chest. They look about the same, I think, and the other one is exactly here. You should definitely make sure hitting both of those spots, like on your first time going through here in every single difficulty, I would say. Why finish the expansion before going to Elite? Basically because of reputation for the most part. It's important. Normally, like, if it's not my first character in the accounts, and if I have, like, mandates, XP potions, etc. in my bank, what I do is, like, I finish everything in normal, and then afterwards I skip as much as I can. So Elite is like a... sort of like a rush for me. And then afterwards in Ultimate, I do the valuable spots in Ultimate. Something that can, like... reward me with items and stuff. But normal scales all the way up to like 80-ish. So why not do it, you know? It's pretty good. And you need to meet the factions to be able to like gain reputation with them. So, such as like the Barrowholm, they gain reputation as you kill Chthonians that will work for acts. Even one, there are some Chthonian spawns. So basically in Elite you can like gain some Barrowholm reputation if you met them. So I think it's pretty important to like do everything on normal difficulty. We just hit level 61 by the way. But yeah, this character however is special. It is first of the account. So It doesn't have the XP pots, it doesn't have mandates. It's gaining the worst reputation. So basically we are going to be we are probably going to be doing everything, even in elites, honestly. Just for the reputation's sake. We could use the potions starting from here and then rush the boss fight. I cannot loot in peace. Think you will finish the boss first try? Probably. So yeah, by the way, like if you missed the potions that I have used, there are those ointments again, the Royal Jelly Essence that we just crafted in Devil's Crossing as I logged in, and the other one is the Aether ointment, the Spritsbane one. I think you can craft it as well, but I probably just bought them so far from Homestead. Yeah, for now we're only getting like minus resistance from the Necromancer tree, and Soldier tree is pretty valuable when it comes to like physical and trauma damage that I'm dealing, and it's quite self-sufficient as well, so there's a lot of points that I would like to take from there. But I think like after finishing the military condition, we could actually go for the Aura and Necromancer once again, and max out the Spectral Binding or something, what was it called again? Yeah. This guy is nowhere to be found. Where did you spawn? There you are. Tainted Brain Mass is a really good job here. We also found the blueprints called Aegis. Sounds like something that's useful with like a shield or something. Required player level 60. It all comes down to this. Give me my loot. So on the second one, I think we mainly need to take care of like crystals and the meteors, I would say. That's annoying. Yeah, that's a crystal. What do you think about my DPS so far? It's pretty poop, right? I'm actually not sure. In this phase, for the most part, you kind of need to take care of like the shotguns that are coming from the crystals. This is not necessarily it. And then he also has a slam, which is this attack. So he jumps up, you kind of need to get away from there or like use something. And this is the shotgun that I called. Just like dodge the balls and it's an easy fight for the most part. I wonder if it would one-shot me with the slam. Really wondering. I don't have the balls to try it though. And that is it. So, we have a couple of targets. We should definitely be finishing whatever quest is available to us right now, for sure. And if you would like to check out, like, there's a hidden chest in this path right over here. I'll advise you to not, but you can check it out sometime. There's nothing in that path, it just kills you. Where does Life Leech come from? I don't necessarily have Life Leech, I believe. I think we don't have Life Steal yet, yeah. None. What did you give me then? The Thread of Mortality. Which is granted not that bad. I don't mind this. It's not so bad. Mark of Torment. We could actually like build up to it. It's about like 6 levels far from us. It does require more spirit though. How much more? 265? Nothing much. So after giving like 1 point into Necromancer, we are going to be fine. So as I was like saying, we kinda need to... This quest is completed already, I can tell you the truth. It's fine. 250, right? Yeah, we go do Secure the Docks quest, I think. Cannot use anything here, all of them are level 65. I was looking for a chess piece, wasn't I? We could check out the chess piece that these guys are selling. There's a physical internal trauma, 1k armor, HP, physical resistance, vitality resistance once again, which is possibly the best resistance that we have. But on top of everything, it gives not only blindside, but also force wave, and it's only 4k. We are 100% buying this. 100% buying that. I guess we're gonna need to dismantle our meat shield. We can also put it to the bank, but we'll see. Yo, what's up, Selu? Welcome, dude. I'm gonna give up on this amulet, especially after like finding this new thing. Thread of Mortality. And next level, I think we give Necromancer. So we start using this. Before switching, like, we should definitely check out the other reputation factions as well. I want to check out those boots, in fact. They're terrible. So this is going to be an upgrade. That will be an upgrade. That one's pretty far away, level 65. I don't know how it was expecting me to be 65 at this point. It's gonna need to wait a little bit. Alright, this looks fine. Is there like anything else? Maybe like a helm that is better than mine also? My helm is giving me 700 HP and quite okay armor too. It just doesn't have physical fire, internal trauma, some HP, not much. More armor, some pierce resistance. Solhan's technique, no. I think I'm okay. I'm gonna walk back from here towards the docks. We'll do this quest. We actually managed to kill the last boss like without an Aether caster as well. Watch this guy drop me an Aether caster now. Never mind. Where did you go, you sneaky? Unbelievable. Yeah, we will be checking the other NPCs as well, Salary. Before I switch to Elite, we will do a lot of things. We also need to do like a secret path as well. I really hope my character is strong enough for it. I have never done like a fresh leveling plus veteran, and as you like finish the veteran, go to secret path sort of deal. Like Sentinel might actually be quite tough. I'm not really sure, but we will figure it out. But Sentinel will be like literally the last thing that I'll do, I think, before switching to Elite. I actually cannot believe, like, I cried for a cluster the entire time, and I've gotten one when I don't need it anymore. From the first Sentinel that we kill. What are the odds, right? Well, at least I have one now, right? That's a good thing too. Oh, this is fishy. Can pile up on the door for my force ray, please. Lovely. The burning bile? Really? You know, we could actually like gain a lot of DPS from a little bit of like casting speed as well. It would definitely go a long way, because our casting speed is terrible on this guy. We're also using like a vitality and bleed resistance component on the gloves, which gloves is one of the parts that you can get like 10% casting speed, if I'm not mistaken, from a component really easily. So there's that. Hitting pretty slow. This place can get tricky sometimes, guys. One of the waves can actually have like an arcane in it. Arcane is capable of dispelling you, as I said before. Then it is really tricky. You should definitely be careful. Otherwise, I think just like sidestepping and just force waving, it's really easy to handle. It should be, at least. And that's an arcane. So you see that purple orb that he just casted? That's the thing that you're not supposed to be failing at. Yeah, this thing. I really dislike arcane monsters in this game. It's not my favorite. Thank you very much for the follows, by the way, guys. So that is one quest. I don't necessarily know if you have the reputation to go for the next quest after this. I really hope so. Would be nice. But I think it's going to be stuck after this. We'll see. We are not going to be farming the reputation. Not for this quest, at least. Yeah, she's done, unfortunately. That sucked. We're gonna check out, like, Barrowholm. What's my reputation with them? We're friendly. I don't think there's anything for sale on friendly, unfortunately. Like, if you wanna... let's check out the Quartermaster if he's there. And if there's something really relevant that's respected, we could actually like try hard and kill some Chthonians for these guys. That would be a little bit too much of a push, but it is okay because like our level is 61 and Bastion of Chaos continues scaling with us at this point, so it's okay. So it's respected, they have some helms. This helm is not too bad, but it's kind of like whatever compared to mine, so I wouldn't say like that's a must to have for me. Let's check the shoulders of them. Like, I don't think I would like to farm reputation for just that. No, I think I'm okay. We're done with Sparrowholm as well. Let's go back to like Coven now. Cheers, eyes. Appreciate it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Nice to have you also. Dudes, I'm still friendly with the Coven. This is unbelievable. I really want to get more reputation with the Coven. What do I need to do for you? Where are you at? Let me see. Coven of Ugdenborg, kill the beasts. I was talking about doing an Ancient Grow, wasn't I? Let's do an Ancient Grow. Am I ready for it? Yeah, why not? Let's do an Ancient Grow. I don't really know like how rippy the Ancient Grow is going to be, but it might actually turn out to be okay. Who knows? That should give me the next level with these as well. 100% offensive ability and 4% of offensive ability, 5% life, level 55 medal. What are you on about? That is crazy. It is hard to replace what I'm using though. I would love to use this. It's really hard to use this, but we'll keep it for now. Maybe we can use it on elites, we'll see. Do I have a key with me? Because I do need to craft a key. If we're gonna do an Ancient Grow. I don't need to craft a key because Mogchukin is gonna give me a quest for it, isn't he? Let's go for it. I have like 7 Ectoplasm and 11 Blood of Chthon, so I should be able to craft a key in worst case. We can teleport to a blacksmith. It's fine. I actually almost forgot about Ancient Grow. I was about to like complete everything and like swap to Elite. I would have been sad if somebody told me like, did you run Ancient Grow though? And I'm like, no. Because like we even did like Port Valbury with this guy. So it's a good thing that I remember this. It's cool. Stonefist Rebuke is insane. I wish like at level 50 we were extremely lucky and, you know, found Stonefist Rebuke for this guy as well, Celebi, but it's not that easy to find it. Oh, I cannot whine so much. Like, my luck with the weapons so far in this character has been pretty good. Finding this weapon was pretty good as well. Definitely. So it's alright. The mythical Stonefist Rebuke would be ridiculous because the thing is, it actually requires level 84, and it, as you know, like our plans is to get to 94 and it's to farm Krieg, so we will need a relevant character at that point to farm those. And mythical Stonefist Rebuke would give me that. It's about like 23 levels far off from me. But like if we can find one of those, oh my god, it is going to be fun to play at that point. For sure. Yeah, that's definitely not the point. I forgot, but there's a devotion shrine here too. Lovely. I think so, right? Maybe in normal it doesn't exist? It should though. Ten flowers so far. Scammer tree stump. Guys, I would heavily suggest you to, like, if you're really lazy and like, you know, being incredibly like selective with what you're looting usually in your games, loot the greens in this place. Ancient Grow drops like extremely good belts. There's like some really cool MIs. Serrated spike. It has really good components as well. Ooh, that was a hard hit. We're almost respected already. It's lovely. So that is 62, and now thanks to that we have a new... Dude, those pants are pretty good for me too, isn't it? Oh my god, those pants are insane. At 65, let's get it. Okay, at level 65 we have both pants and chest piece. That is insane. And for this we need spirit. We can only give like 1 to Necromancer, so I can like use this. The thread of mortality. The thing is, I really want to go back to be able to like take the Aether soul out of this, which I think we will. Yeah, let's do that. I have a devotion point also thanks to this, which is giving me defensive ability 5% and less damage from reflection. I go back all the way to Devil's Crossing. I'm really scared that my client is gonna crash, which would be terrible. I'm gonna keep the add-on in this one. And we probably need to put one of those as well. Look at this, by the way. 88% chaos resistance now. Fun times. 8.5k life. Yeah, we lost just a tiny bit of life, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But what we gained is quite cool. For the first time, we have life leech now. Yeah, it's a little bit too defensive. I don't know. We'll see. Empowered Witch Stalker. It's a pistol. Oh no, it's another scammer stump. Look at this. Fake. Malagant, what type characters do you want to make enemies Kaiman's chosen? Or like friendly with which faction from Homestead, you can ask. So personally, it only depends when you're actually having a hard time during the leveling progress. Otherwise, the only thing that is relevant for the very late game is just an armor augmentation, and chances are there's a better one from AOM. So at the end of the day, for the very late game, it doesn't matter so much, okay? But other than that, there's actually a conversation option. They are pretty useful when it comes to like the augments, and they're pretty useful when it comes to like leveling, especially weapons. Like Hyman is really good for like with like physical and lightning. But what I will suggest is that like instead of writing these down or like basically trying to remembering these down, what you could do is when you're at the spot when you're choosing, you can select the right like last option, the conversation option with them, and it is simply asking them like what do they offer, what sort of gear do they offer. That is the entire point of it. So you can ask both of the emissaries in a homestead, and they will tell you like lightning, physical, and whatnot, and the other guy will be like, I offer like vitality, poison, or whatever, you know what I mean? So it will be a lot easier for you to choose in the spot. And if I don't care at all, if I have like all the gear necessary for my character, if I'm just gonna like, you know, level up incredibly fast, I usually go for Kaiman. I like their quests a little bit better than the other guy. Is that DK? Yes, this is the DK, but right now for the most part it is soldier, you could call it. Instead of DK, it's soldier leveling. Eyes of the Flame. It will be more of a DK when we transition from the leveling build. How's it going, Alara? Welcome to every single one of you dudes. Thank you very much for the host, Alara. And the raid as well. Alara raiding with like 71 other people. Thank you very much. Hope you guys had a really good one. And welcome. Come on in. We are playing and leveling on a fresh character in Grim Dawn. In veteran difficulty. And trying to, you know, have some. I'm trying to at least have some commentation on over it for like YouTube to upload it later on. Oh my. This is actually pretty scary right now. I think we're okay now though. When it comes to like healing potion usage, I try to pay attention to like when we are taking a big hit rather than just like, you know, topping myself off at like 80%. That's one thing that I can tell. Because like, especially when you're playing a character like this one right now, it doesn't necessarily have any other means to like heal himself. Or like, it doesn't have the Arcanist immunity. So you literally only have the healing potion to fall back to. Or basically one cluster in our bags. We haven't been really lucky with the clusters either, so... Inaxian is saying, I got one shot by an Aether Basilisk on my druid here. You could, like, this place is a little bit overtuned, you could say, like, compared to rest of the content, definitely. In my opinion, it is, like, the hardest Soak dungeon in this game. And it is the most rewarding one, too, like, hands down, easily. But there's multiple enemies that can be a threat to a character in this place, honestly. Like, there's going to be a Death Stalker really soon. And there's going to be a Poison Snake. I don't really know, like, how I'm going to be dealing with that guy, actually, with this character that I'm playing right now. We found an Elixir of the Hunt. casting and attack speed for 30 seconds. Pretty expensive to craft though. Cal is saying just don't get hit. It's easy. That's true. If you put it that way. Ah, this one's the real one. No flowers in it though. How's it going, D-Gains? I didn't necessarily call out all the names. Apologies. Guys, you see those shamblers? The golem-looking creatures? Those are incredibly scary in this game. Because they're throwing these... rocks at you that are hitting really hard, and they have a really potent stun as well. Those rocks, exactly. This was in fact like Shamblers were my first death in this game. I just got out of like Devil's Crossing and up finding some elite Shamblers, and they just two-shot me with their throws. Was really not ready for it. It was all the way back like when it was like early access, and like the latest content possible was like Steps of Torment, if I'm not mistaken. At least that was what I was able to do. Or got to forehead, yeah. It's the next level already. I kind of want to kill this snake monster, but I am scared at the same time. Don't really know how to deal with this guy. Gonna use one more Royal Jelly Essence. How's our poison resistance? It's okay-ish. So I don't think I can stand in melee range with this guy. Probably not. So it's Aether as well at the same time. I actually have a 60% Aether resistance. I'm gonna use an Aether pot. He's attacking much faster right now, isn't he? I'm pretty glad that he ended up dying. Was interesting at the end. I think he gains like total speed or something at the very end as he goes down. Yo, Grand Illusion, how's it going? Cheers. More Shamblers. Everything that he casts uses the same animation with the rock throw. So I'm scared all the time, pretty much. It's funny. Alright, so one good thing about this place is that, like, we're not that close to him, but there's like an NPC always on the same spot in this place. And that NPC is selling really good blueprints. Like, if you can afford them all, you should literally buy them all. Might be expensive sometimes, but yeah. For a new account, this is just ridiculous, this place. You can just, like, keep on running it back to back and get a lot of blueprints learned. We will see, like, what he's selling. Oh, it is. Timmy is asking why isn't this a hardcore. I normally play hardcore because I needed a fresh account for YouTube. I needed everything to be fresh, and for that, like, I need to mess around with my saves. I'm still paying attention not to die at all, because it would definitely annoy me. But the easiest way to fix it was to just start on softcore. This playthrough right here is just for, like, a leveling guide for a new player for YouTube. Therefore, it is, like, heavy commentary as well. Alright, so this is it. 75,000. 90,000. The Ugden Salve. I don't think we're gonna, like, ever use that. It's too expensive. The Siegebreaker Legendary Shield for level 75. Raka Jax for level 75. Infernal Knights. Now, the thing is, like, you have to remember, like, learning these... Obviously, you can say something like, I don't necessarily need this, but at the same time, you also have a chance to get something else from the drop if you learn them all. You know what I mean? So, at one point it will drop for you, why not just learn it right now? But, like, they're really expensive. Most of them. This guy can also have, like, really good rings or, like, medals. She doesn't have any medals right now. What about this ring over here? Maybe, like, versus the left ring that we have? Poison Vitality? I don't know, I'm not sure. Gonna dip, I think. Okay, I'll be keeping, like, I'm gonna gamble here. I'll be keeping my iron bits. Let's go to the next level. Wobbly is saying, do blueprints only drop once? Yes. They only drop once. When something is capable of dropping a blueprint, it will try to drop your blueprints. If it rolls a blueprint that you already have, it will roll again. So you won't see that drop. It will try to drop another one. And this will continue twice. So it will re-roll twice. And if you have all of them, it won't drop a blueprint, that's all. Really wondering how Gargabol is going to be, and we didn't kill the Manticore either. We'll most likely end up finding the Manticore in this place. It's kind of scared that I was going to find the Manticore with the Shamblers. Didn't happen though. Eyes is asking, when it comes to greens, do you have certain prefixes and suffixes you prioritize? At the very late game, yes. But even then, they're really hard to find. So it will also, like, depend on the character. But there are some, like, certain prefixes and suffixes, such as, like, the kings. Of kings, I think. That's a suffix. That you could always be searching for at the very late game again, like level 94. But, it's really tough to come by. Like, they're really rare. I think when it comes to greens, I could always do a lot better than what I am. Like, I'm doing a really poor job when it comes to greens for the most part on all my characters. I'm too lazy to be checking them because like the rates are really, really low for you to be finding a really good green. What I usually do is that, like, you know, Nemesis, you know, the like monster MIs, monster infrequents. Those are the stuff that I usually check. So, like, if I kill a Nemesis, I check its MI. If I kill a boss, I check its MI. But, like, otherwise, I'm pretty poor. Like, I'm doing a pretty poor job when it comes to, like, greens. But till the character completion, no, I don't necessarily check out, like, suffix or prefix at all. I usually just look at the items while I'm selling them pretty quickly. No probs. There was an oppressor here, I think, no? Wonder where did it go? It will spawn? No, it wasn't the oppressor. Actually, it's the crab that is, like, trying to avoid me, I think. Yeah, there you are. Hey, Gaber. There's actually a one-shot chest here as well. That's true. An Aether Cluster. Give me that. A Blessed Torch. Crimson Company. Oh no, I'm full. Really? That's okay. What do we drop now? Maybe like pants. Like we have already like really good upgrades for those, so why not? What's going on here? Where are you guys coming from? Like the biggest items we could drop. Maybe a shield we could drop also. Mind that one too. Alright. Need to check out the belts for the most part that's dropping in this place. It's transforming. Nice. How many blooms do we have so far? 13? That's actually not too bad for like normal difficulty. You need about like 120-ish, I think, for a complete character at the very end. It's just a tiny bit of farm. This is actually pretty weird. Like, I don't think I've seen the Deathstalker yet. I don't really know where he is. I thought it was 100%. Maybe it's 100% in like Ultimates or something. It's also possible that I skipped him, but I've been checking every corner so far, I feel like. No flowers. Okay, so this guy's like fire. We're overcapped. We could use yet another royal jelly. Gargaball time. It's one of the last challenges that is remaining in this difficulty, I would say. He's actually incredibly tanky. Not gonna Hearthstone. This is going to be a problem, the second phase. This is only the first wave, and this is supposed to be really easy. I do believe like the second phase is going to be a massive issue for me. Let's see how it goes. What to do, right? This guy is gaining total speed as well. That's something that I did not know. I might have died there. Alright, I'm gonna take it. Actually ends up like dropping the core of Gargaball as well. It's funny. Risky fight. This guy is really resistant to me. Both. I'm guessing like he has high fire and physical resistance by the looks of things. This was definitely the highest resistant one. Torment relic, nice. The Falcon Swoop, yeah. It's pretty good, the Falcon Swoop, definitely. One hand ranged. So all this started because like I wanted some reputation with the Coven. And then I was like, oh, we actually didn't do the Ancient Growth. So let's check how the Coven is doing in the meantime. Yeah, this is so weird. Like I kind of want to use this medal, but I think what we could do is... you know how at like 65 we're gonna replace a couple of items? We could try and use that one at 65 as well. And try to optimize around that one. That's gonna happen. Glyphed Tome. Yeah, I'll keep that there. I'll check them. I think they're not so good because like they don't necessarily offer me anything offensive, but Cadence and Reaper Strike, internal trauma, physical damage, pierce and Aether resistances, Aether Blast Wave. Like, what do I gain from mine, right? I'm gaining a little bit more offenses and elemental resistance. I think it's not an upgrade. It's a close one though. Blueprint Torments. There has been like a couple of blueprints apparently like I did not learn along the path. It's kind of stupid. Alright, I think we're good. Let's see this. Yeah, there it is, there it is. The Coven is respected. The next quest is going to require me to have, like, Honored, I think. But at the very least, we could do Restore the Wars quest. Why not? Get a little bit more reputation from that. And, like, if they're Honored with anything else, like, I should definitely buy, like, Black Legion, for instance, I should definitely buy their Reds. We already have that one. No, the rest is not Honored yet. That's all. Kind of sucks. And actually ends up giving me a level. I'll continue getting some HP. I think I want some HP. So if I'm not mistaken, like, we're pretty much done with everything, except like I wanted to buy the Black Legion's Red so that like we gained more reputation with them. That is 63. We need like 2 more levels to check these items out. They're going to be really good upgrades for me. Level 50. Yeah, there it is. We could also like check these out too. Like, do I have something? I have 7% HP from the robbers. Physical fire and offensive ability. I'm actually gonna buy a couple of these. Yeah, physical fire and offensive ability sounds pretty good to me right now. Okay, we learned this thing as well. So the last thing that we're gonna do in this difficulty Three dynamites. How many dynamites do we have? 7. Do I complete this? I think I don't complete this. Never mind that. Alright, so the last thing that we're doing in this difficulty is something that you should probably do at the end of like every playthrough. It's the secret path. And it's not that difficult. It takes a while to like complete, definitely. It's always on the same spot, but like the reward is really relevant. It ends up giving like 1 skill point and 1 attribute point to your character at the end of each difficulty. So that is 3 attributes and 3 skill points. By the looks of things, it also manages to scale to my level 2. And we're on the veteran difficulty, so this might actually turn out to be annoying, especially against Homestead under this one. I'm gonna buy David after this. Especially against Sentinel, let's see. So the first part starts from the right side of this building, that building right over there, right outside Devil's Crossing. Hey, Chloro, how's it going, dude? So after killing this guy right over here, the rat guy, you will have the quest called the Hidden Path, and it will say like continue down the Hidden Path.
You have to leave your browsers running.
The second part is going to be in Broken Hills. Can't have that. The fuck? Yo, the So7, how's it going? Welcome to the local lounge, dude. Thank you very much for subbing. Really appreciate that. Let's get the tomatoes up in the chat, guys. One more to the local lounge, boys. Thank you. You TP to the Broken Hills. This is going to be the second part. I actually think like only the last part is a little bit challenging. The others are like quite easy, especially if you have like an okayish character with like resistances. That's enough. But I'll explain you like the last boss fight as well, and it should be fine. The Zolhan's chess piece. Nah. Alright, what we're looking for was this stone right over here. Where we TP'd was over there, so we just follow like a road like this. Then that stone will basically open the way for you, if you have this quest. This guy actually drops really cool pens, especially in ultimate difficulty. His MI is incredible. It's worth farming for even. Ancient Heart from Somal, I love you. The third part is going to be in at the end of the Astrakhan Road, and I am crashing. So, well, it was inevitable. What I really hope is that like my game saved killing Solal, so that like we can actually like continue from where we left. But that's alright, I guess. How to get to Hidden Path quest? Find like the runestone? You get it by like basically just going outside the Devil's Crossing and going to the first spot as I showed you. You get the quest, I think, by like looting the first quest item from the rat at the end of that path. How's it going, Shishin? You're welcome, bro. A lot of stress in the past days, but I'm good. How's the DK going? The DK is going fine. Just started playing, didn't really touch him yesterday. This crash, obviously, sets us back a little bit. It will take away my Ancient Hearts, man, I'm telling you. Yeah, you see, it took away my Ancient Hearts. God damn it, Grimdawn. Gonna need to do the second part once again here. What are you referring to when you say MI? Says Mirage. MI means monster infrequent. So that kind of means that like only that type of monster or only that particular monster is capable of dropping that item. So that item is like specific to him. That is what we are referring to. In Grim Dawn, those monsters are actually capable of carrying, not only carrying them, but also capable of gaining the buffs of those items as well. So, like, let's say the last boss of Bastion of Chaos, if he has World Eater, his MI, in his hands, he will fight with that weapon, and it will be a lot stronger as well. You could actually, like, not only graphically see that he's carrying the weapon, but at the same time, the fight will be much harder too if you let him hit you. I really hope he's gonna drop another Ancient Heart here. We got scammed again. This is unacceptable. So in this case, this guy's MI is some green pants, and he has a really unique roll on them. It's a lifesteal roll. If I'm not mistaken, 3% is the average. And he in fact dropped them. You see the Solal Sect leg guards. 3% attack damage converted to health. If I'm not mistaken, there's no other pants in the entire game that's capable of giving you lifesteal. So it is really unique. Hey Nail, how's it going? So the third part, as I said, was like TPing to the last portal of the Asterkarn Road. And we'll follow the normal path. Oh yeah, the Morrowind music, yep. Irma is there saying, don't worry, I got scammed out of my entire Malmouth final boss earlier. Had to rerun the entire thing. That happened to me once. It is incredibly annoying, actually. Irma, sorry to hear that. But I feel you, dude. That happened to me once while I was progressing. If I'm not mistaken, that was in fact my first character, like my Spellbreaker. It was ridiculously annoying, actually. Sorry to hear that, dude. Solals are bay, yep. That is true. So, the third step of Hidden Path. We're on this little snowy place. And this is the stone that you're trying to get to. So, I basically ran through like the keep into this place, and the stone is there. Are you going to do the Mad Queen also? No, I won't. At this point, Mad Queen is in fact one of the few bosses or targets that I'm not necessarily that experienced with, or like you could also call it like a progression for me. There's Alexander, there's Mad Queen. Those are like basically two targets. I did kill Gravathil before, but like this session I didn't kill him yet. But at least I know how to fight Gravathil for the most part. Okay, so this was the third step. The final one is going to be in the East Marsh. So we go from like Barrowich. You simply like run southeast-ish, I suppose. Okay. Find the entrance to the Temple of the Three. Oh, by the way, the last step gave us a stat point. That's good. I'm really wondering, like, this is going to be the last step of the secret path. I'm really wondering if he's going to be difficult for me or not. Our DPS is kind of okay. If he scales up to my level, though, he will be hitting hard. And my Aether resistance is quite low as well. I might actually, like, pop another Aether potion in here. He's full Aether, I think. So in East Marsh, we're trying to get to this triangle, you know, the corner. And this is the last stone that you need to open. You need to click this one, I think. The Flesh Eater leg wraps give attack damage converted to half as well. Stones is saying. Alright, cheers. Cheers. So I was wrong when it comes to like the only pence. Thank you, Stones. Mad Queen also has her aura proc on range attack. That is true. What about like damage over time? Like, let's say she has like bleed on her and then she has the aura. Does that like reflect, or do you need to like put it one more time? Furious is there saying, guys, can I farm low level stuff with like a high level character? Yes, you can, but you will need to switch difficulties, so probably not in ultimate difficulty. Basically, you can check like from monster levels, Furious. So switch it to elite, go to like Bastion of Chaos, check what the monsters are. If they're like level 80ish, they will drop like relevant stuff or level 80 stuff, you know what I mean? And if you want to like lower that even more, then switch to normal. Yeah, Diabo, I kind of actually like know that you need to listen to her like screams. So it is either like on and off, I think. But then again, like having practice is really important in fights like this. Like for instance, I'm pretty practiced versus Sentinel that we're gonna fight right now. I really don't have that versus Mad Queen. This would arguably be the worst character to play versus her right now, so... don't forget to buy the raid. Cheers, dude. I'm gonna do it after this, right after this. I think it was like Homestead, I think. Yeah, the Homestead. Nice. Thank you, Kidnap. Melees are harder, most probably. I did lose one character to Mad Queen once, but I did not know anything about the fight, so I literally just like killed myself instantly. My character was really offensive. Anyways, like this is going to be the last part of the hidden path. I will use 1 Aether and 1 HP pots here. I would say the Aether one is sort of mandatory, not the HP one. So these crystals, if you see the left side, you don't want to be fighting Sentinel right next to the crystals. And the other thing is when he smashes the ground, you want to be dodging the waves. That is the only two tactics, basically. So that's the second crystal now. Let's take him away from it. It not only heals him, but also like gives him damage, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Just doesn't want to die? Or what? And I'm stuck. Good job. Come here. It actually like forced me to use. That was quite like unfortunate. Forced me to use like Aether Cluster there. Maybe we wouldn't have died, but still. He's body blocking me on the stairs. Got annoyed a little bit. Yeah, that was the end of Hidden Path. Let's buy this, Hey, look at this. 427,000 now. Service crossing respected, not even close. So we're done with veteran, I think. How long did it take? This was a massive grind and a half. 11 hours. In 11 hours, I'm easily level 100, I think. That is the difference between like being prepared for a run or basically just doing everything and playing on veteran. Well, obviously starting fresh is making a big difference as well, I suppose. This is not so bad. We might actually need these. Yeah, I'll check those pants out once again when we get to 65. Can you craft the experience potions? No. You need revered with Malmouth resistance. Just trying to think like if there's anything that we could do. But I think we're pretty much done. Let's check out our resistances in elite difficulty, guys. If they're not looking so bad, we could try to play a little bit faster in elite for sure. They're looking fine, to be honest with you. This is okay. They're looking exactly the same they used to be. In before elite feels easier than veteran. We could come here and take this quest so that like it's a reminder for me. I did remember something that we forgot. I think we did not check the Coven. I think we did not check the Coven reputation vendor. There might actually be an upgrade for me there. Okay. Force Ray +2, Pierce Poison Resistance, no HP on it, but really higher armor, and Fizz and Internal Trauma. This is definitely an upgrade for me, and it's only costing me 4k. We will be buying this. What about like shoulders and stuff? Fizz, Trauma, and Fighting Form? Fighting Form is cool as well. But like we're dropping HP for literally every single thing of these, like, it's funny. I don't really know if I want to drop HP again. There's a couple of like relics that we can learn as well, but I don't think they're necessary though. I wish that was a weapon for me. I think this is it. I think this is it. So like at level 65, possibly after finishing the entire Act 1, we're gonna have like a re-optimization, if you wanna call it that. You cannot be on veteran if you're talking about elites. You don't need to be on veteran while checking an NPC either, so. So after the normal difficulty, there's no more veteran, guys. Just finish this. Prime, this is a DK for YouTube content. I'm not even in hardcore right now. It's not a new character either. No, the hardcore versus softcore difference is only one life. There's no other difference at all, guys. I actually don't know where we are going. We could take the raw HP from Kraken. Therefore, we could, like, get more blue and red. That would be an option. Or we could go build towards, like, chariots or something. What's my offensive ability right now? It's quite low. 8 and 15. The stag. Physique, pierce resistance, health. Physical damage is okay. Flat fizz is okay too. I'm going for flat fizz, I guess. It's fine. And that will open up like something incredibly defensive for me, in fact. So we're gonna make something different this time. Instead of going back to Devil's Crossing like ever, we will run the entire thing. And that will be pretty fast. I actually have a purified salt with me. We have one Slith necklace in our bags like remaining since normal difficulty. Hopefully I'll find the rest of it too. Yeah, when I have... Well, there won't necessarily be so much Necromancer skills actually. I didn't necessarily think about it that much, but it will be more... I think like we'll go for like this one rather soon. It's not so bad. It will definitely be more when we like respec all together, and for that like I need a Krieg set. But that's kind of like far away, really far away. Vengeful Wraith is a really good drop, like it. Gates open. You are. This is one of those spots that I kind of want to like learn to hit actually. Always pass from here, especially when I want the experience. Never click that chest. Genius. What's a Sky Reach sash? Lightning and electrocutes. He did not do a warder yet. Says stones. Instead of making a warder, we can do like a Vindicator when Forgotten Gods come. And play its melee instead. How about that? The stream needs more soldier content. The stream needs not soldier, but force wave specifically, I would say. That is the vibes that I have been taking lately. What do you think? Sure. I'm stuck. So we have not talked about this, but this is a good spot to talk about it. How armor works is that like there's a chance that when something hits you that will be mitigated by your armor is that it will hit either head, shoulders, chest, arms, legs, and feet. What I want you to pay attention is that there's no belt spot, but even though belt is giving you armor. So belt is like an incredibly good spot for the armor to be split in between. So the belt armor that you see over here, 52, is basically spread between to every single slot that you see here. Head, shoulder, chest. You can kind of duplicate this effect by basically going for more flat armor, something from like this, the obelisk, 150 armor. That will be like having an extra belt that is coming with like 150 armor, which is quite valuable at any point of the game. Another one is over here, 40 armor from the wire. That is really, really good as well. And 75 from the wire. This is a hard one to build up to. I wouldn't necessarily build up to it, but if you could build up to like obelisk 3-pointer, this is a ridiculously defensive 3 nodes over here for any type of character. We will be building up for it, and we will be pretty much immortal at that spot, I would say. Can TP out. Another thing to note is that there's armor absorption, 74% right now. It can go all the way up to 100%. That means that like you're using the entire value of your armor and absorbing the maximum amount that you could. But if you have a shitty armor piece, it doesn't necessarily matter like how much armor absorption you have, because at the end of the day it's a shitty armor. What I want you to think about like this when it comes to like logic of it is think about like having a really, really shitty buckler in your hands. Who cares, you know, if it is like absorbing every hit, because it won't absorb so much in the first place. I'm gonna drop a portal here, come back to it. But if you have like a really great shield in your hands, you'd rather, you know, have the maximum value out of it, because it will do good. Same goes for like a heavy armor or a low armor. So if you're playing a heavy armor character, then the armor absorption is really important as well. If you're playing a caster that doesn't necessarily have so much armor at all, then don't worry about armor absorption. Try to stay away from the monsters instead. Only like 2 slith necklaces. If you want to do this fast, you could actually open the site over there. It's not that expensive to open it. It's kind of annoying me that I only found 2 slith necklaces so far. Maybe we'll find one more over here. We'll see. I don't necessarily know if the ring is like an upgrade for me or not from that quest, but I would like to do the quest at least for the experience. Why not? Let's go, Nakor. Welcome, dude. Sick a drop. Sucked, actually. Um, what to listen to? Let's jump from there to maybe this one. It's not so bad. How did we even like swap from Morrowind to Gladiator music? That's interesting. Hey, Slith Necklace, it's the last one that we need. Take one extra for ultimate difficulty, why not? We can skip the bridge side with it. $112 reputation with Homestead just from this. 75 with Coven. These are the things that you're missing, like the Coven reputation, for instance. If you don't do the expansion content at all in normal, then it will just be a lackluster reputation grind at the very end. That wouldn't be fun. Does it matter which blacksmith you choose? In Ultimate, you should choose Angrim, especially if you're playing hardcore. The percentage armor roll that Angrim can craft, well, roll while you're crafting something from him, is arguably the most valuable blacksmith edition. So I would choose the Angrim in Ultimate. Otherwise, like, it doesn't matter. No. This is the guy, Angrim. I would say like crit damage or armor percentage, those are arguably the best blacksmith-like additions that you can have, like added to your items that you craft as an FX, but I would go with the armor percentage, I think. It's just pretty big. Tough guys. I just tried to dispel that. After getting to bar, which I usually go like complete south side right over here, like southwestish I suppose, from the road to complete the other two quests. One of them is like saving Ulgrim and the other one is killing those two ethereals. The Wrathbringer. What's a Wrathbringer? 200 rifle. Okay. Please be open. It actually is open. Cheers. These are the ethereals. What's my freeze resistance, you guys? I'm actually standing inside freeze for quite some time. 22%. If you don't get any other like freeze resistance, I think Alchemos, the last boss of like Steps of Torment, might actually kill me. Should pay attention to that. Mutate scales, give that to me. So many completed quests. We'll most likely hit like, I don't know, 64.5 or something when we turn them all. Then I say 65, that would be really good actually. So that like we can optimize the character there. Couple of changes. I'm gonna hit this K once again. I'm searching for an empowered tremor. How about it, game? It would be pretty good to find that thing. It would be amazing to like call it and then get it. He didn't drop anything. Really? See this. The bone shatters. Oh no, I don't have room anymore. Alright, I'm gonna sell. The bone shatters are like trauma, physical damage for level 65, some movement speed, it's definitely so much better than mine. Bleed, life leech resistance, slow resistance, physical resistance even. Has twice the armor of what we have. On top of that, like offensive ability, better movement speed, and it also has a shattering force. This is a ridiculous upgrade for us. So this one can go away, and that is going to be the item that we will look forward to. What are those weapons like? Should I be checking these weapons yet? Actually not sure. Probably not. I don't know. I'll probably need to be like putting my components into the bank. It's just getting ridiculous in my bags right now. Storm Scion. Alright, back to that cave. Well, there wasn't any, like, empowered tremor, but, like, the job was really good, so we'll take that. It's definitely worth it in this spot. Hey Bago, how's it going? Welcome, dude. Oh no, the gate is not open. You need to go underground. It's going good. We have been playing the DK for the past couple an hour or two. Not really sure actually. No dynamites. It's bad. Just finished like the first difficulty into Elite right now, trying to finish the Act 1. There are like a couple of upgrades that we're looking forward to for level 65. Would love to get to 65. It's really weird, like, how I am a lot more comfortable in Elite difficulty compared to, like, Veteran, since I'm much more familiar. At the same time, obviously, like, we're in Act 1, so it's a bit faster pathing in here, too. I think my completion in Ashes of Malmouth was incredibly slow. Go. All this loot. Let's see. Get like 80 life, 15 defensive ability. I'm trying to remember, like, what was needed from the devotion shrine that's about to come. Purified souls? Might actually be. For some reason, I have one in my bags. I wouldn't mind, you know, getting rid of that instead of going back to town. I can go right side here. We should look into like crafting more Aether resistance potions if I have the recipe for it, guys. If I'm not mistaken, it was actually requiring like an Aether soul or something to craft that thing, so that's pretty expensive. Or maybe just a Wrath Stone, actually. In that case, that would be cheap. I'll need to check it out. Hopefully it's not an Aether soul. Ah, this one is blocked. It was a purified salt. I'm happy with that one. So this will complete the stack. It's actually giving me like just a tiny bit of like physical damage as well. So the next devotion points are incredibly defensive. I'll most likely take this one over the left one since we don't necessarily have that much defensive ability already. 5% doesn't matter that much, I guess. I don't know. I would definitely prefer armor right this moment. We'll get like 1 devotion point from, if you think about it, like from the start of Act 2 and then afterwards in Chronic Cave. So they're not that spread. In about like 30 minutes we should have those points. I want to kill these. It's a good XP, really easy to kill. They're like flies, in fact. Nearly saying still, Malagant is going the hard way to level up his DK. Lots of lazy people would just use their skeletons. That is actually like what I would do as well. It's not about like being lazy, it's also being a little bit more efficient. I would actually say that like the skeletons are a little bit better, especially in the first difficulty. I can see if you have like in your bank, if you can have like Stonefist Rebuke or like a mythical Stonefist Rebuke at the very end, especially at level 84. If you have a mythical Stonefist Rebuke, I can 100% see the Force Wave taking over. But when it comes to the pure speed, leveling speed, Necromancer will dumpster Force Wave. But like we are doing a guide for a new player, and in my opinion they shouldn't be transitioning from a summoner into a Krieg's DK. That's a lot harder to pull off, definitely even for me. There's really two different play styles. You know what I mean? But yeah, which one do I prefer like leveling with? I would probably level up to like 60-ish or something with like a Necromancer. Skeletons, they just face roll the content if you max them out. Yeah, for log, that's pretty much what I would do as well. I think so, especially if I have the mythical Stonefist Rebuke at 84. But like if I am lazy, then you can say it lazy. Like if I am lazy, then I would just never mind Force Wave in between. Just continue with the skeletons all the way. It will start getting a little bit rough because your pets will die and stuff in the ultimate difficulty especially, or like at the end of Elite, depending if you do the Acts 5 and 6. That will be annoying, but if you're lazy, you don't need to, you know, change the Force Wave at all. You can stay Necromancer all the way. Necromancer, Soldier, and Inquisitor are ridiculously like self-sufficient when it comes to like leveling. For instance, you cannot say the same thing for Nightblade. You will have more issues with a Nightblade. You will have like armor issues, you will have health issues. You'll have to fix these from like some other places. You cannot say the same for like Soldier, Nightblade, and Inquisitor, you know? Yeah, they will be like fine by themselves. It's funny. Level 85 Word of Pain. Yep. I'm gonna take this. The last part of Act 1. That's actually a lie. We need to do the Barnabas Cave as well. But oh, the trap actually disappears. I didn't know about this. I was gonna go in. Initiate the trap.
Chat, if you guys leave the channel, you have to leave your
What's
browsers
going on,
running.
man?
Okay? 100%, or I lose viewers. Can't have that. The fuck?
Kylie, what you doing, bro?
Chat, if you guys leave the channel, you have to leave your browsers running. Okay? 100%, or I lose viewers. Can't have that. The fuck?
Kylie!
Chat, if you guys leave the channel, you have to leave your browsers running. Okay? 100%, or I lose viewers. Can't have that. The fuck? You guys doing?
Bloodrazor's cow. Yo, Krylik, thank you very much for those 5
Chat, if you guys leave
gifted
the channel,
subs,
you have to leave your
bro.
browsers running. Okay? 100%.
I
or
really
lose
appreciate your
viewers.
support to the
Can't have
channel.
that.
Like, it's
The fuck?
insane. Thank you very much,
Just do it.
dude. Get those tomatoes going in the chat, boys.
Chat, if you guys leave the channel, you
Unbelievable.
have to leave your browsers running. Okay?
And welcome
100%,
to
or I
Red,
lose viewers. Can't
Zalaroth,
have that. The fuck?
Neil,
You guys doing?
Vortice, Mirage, and Dale. How's it going, dudes? Enjoy the subs. Welcome to the Lurker Lounge. Really appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much. How's it going, by the way, Krylik? Welcome, dude. New emotes? Yeah, we have a new emote. Hey, 64. Let's do the Barnabas quest real quick before turning in anything. And then, like, we turn everything in at the same time. That's the best part about Act 1. Question marks everywhere. All good. The lazy Saturday. Sounds really good, dude. Sounds really good. So I don't really know like where we are going. We could go for Mark of Torment, or if I want more HP, we could definitely go for the Spectral Binding. I think I kind of want like in between. I don't really know what you mean by that, Prologue. Not really familiar with his stream that much. He sub-badges tomatoes, but seriously, I didn't know about this. It's funny. My tomatoes are coming from the stupid tomato town it used to be in Fortnite when I was playing. The first time that this came out, I was playing it quite a bit, like season 2 or something. The Battle Royale part, obviously. And there was like some place called Tomato Town. I was landing there and I was just like going crazy. Tomatoes. And then we ended up making an emote for it. Now I just like them. Theo is asking, did you complete AOM before switching to Elite on the DK? Yes. And I'm even considering going for AOM in Elite as well. Simply because of the reputations. Like, unlocking the mandates and XP potions are going to be really, really important. So, we'll most likely complete it, and we'll most likely do a couple of bounties before switching to Ultimate. A question for you guys. So, once we make our switch to DK, and then let's say Krieg set and stuff, and like we're gonna switch into obviously like one-hander and a shield. So I personally want to use the MI of the last boss, you know, the Theoden guy, the last boss of well, Ashes of Malmouth. His MI is pretty good when it comes to like Aether one-handers. So the question is, would I get to level 94 if I kill him in Elite as level 100? What do you think? Or do we need to like kill him and farm him in Ultimate? That's going to be some really grindy thing that we're gonna do on this character to get a good one. And at the same time, like, if it's an ultimate, that's going to be pretty hard too. For sure. 1 skill point. Okay. So I'm gonna try and pay attention to like getting to Honored with Devil's Crossing, but like we are not even close apparently, not yet.
Chat, if you guys leave the channel, you have to leave your browsers running.
Yo,
huh?
Grish snack with the
100%, or
sub
I lose
as well.
viewers. Can't have that. The fuck?
Grish, how's it going,
doing?
dude? Welcome to the Lurker Lounge. Thank you very much for that. Here's some tomatoes for you. Really appreciate that, dude. Lots of quest turning, but we're still not 65. Give me by 65, game. Not even close. Hurts. Alright. Gonna need to start the act 2 before 65. That makes me sad. Yeah, this chest is definitely better than that one, right? 1000, definitely. So much better, in fact. I have an occasion like this. I don't need to check that. No. Before starting Act 2, should we like put some order into our bags? Like, our bags are ridiculous. It's really bad, let's say. I think we put some order to it. Let's put some stuff into the bank. That's a good helm, but like I doubt I can craft you, bro. Okay. It's actually not too bad. I'm gonna keep that there. Let's hop up like we put everything there. Isn't that a good solution? There we go. Looks a lot better now, doesn't it? Those as well. Those two. I mean, we can get rid of these for now as well. I'll need to like keep one of each when it comes to like Ancient Hearts and the Tainted Brain Matters and stuff. Look at the rate of like Ancient Hearts and Blood and Tainted Brain Matter here. Like, I have literally only 1 Ancient Heart. I have 11 Bloods. I have 16 Tainted Brains. And we have been doing the entire content. So, Hearts are a little bit rarer. Definitely. And that's really interesting, actually. You could definitely be like a little bit luckier than me, that's for sure. But still. Alright, that looks fine. The question is, did I put my scraps? No. I'm not going to be embarrassing myself. Sometimes after cleaning my bags, I put like every single scrap and then I walk here. Then I'm like, hey, I don't have scraps to like repair the bridge. That doesn't work that way. Definitely not. Why don't you use the Abolish Evil skill? From your Glory of the Silver Knight's helm, it is because of the damage type? It's some amounts of damage? No, it is basically because, like, I don't necessarily enjoy getting into melee range right now. For the most part, like, we have been playing pretty defensively. But soonish at level 65 and I, like, optimize, we could actually use it. But then I think we will have, like, a different helm even. So it's just that like I wasn't feeling so safe in melee range, especially in veteran difficulty in AOM. That's weird, but you could use it definitely. Another thing is that like those type of skills, the same goes for like Oloron if you're using that component, or like slam, brutal slam, whatever. They scale with attack speed, so if you don't have the attack speed, it's kind of like clunky to use them, you know what I mean? You can like open yourself to the monster. But Abolish Evil is a good ability to use, especially against like Chthonians and Aethers. It's ridiculous damage against them. For sure. That's one of the few abilities that has that confusion actually. The cast speed and looks as if like it's an attack speed build, you know what I mean? It's like basically a spell. Let's open the one-shot chest in this place, guys. Remember, like, we have gotten something really good out of the cave at the end of Act 1. This one is not necessarily the most valuable one, the 10% armor. The next one is going to be big. The next 2 devotion points, they'll be really defensive for me. That would be fun. Yeah, how's it going, Sai-san? Welcome, dude. Soil trousers hype. Said no one ever. No, Prologue. I think it will be hardcore. Yeah, I'll be checking out Path of Exile. But I'm not going to be taking a break from Grim Dawn at all, I think. We'll stay warm up until Forgotten Gods. Need to. The Eternal Band might be interesting. If I'm not mistaken, our rings are pretty bad right now. Do I like walk this off? Are we gaining good stuff from here? I don't think so. Let's TP out. So from the one-shot chest we got something called Eternal Band. I think it's like a Arcanist type of thing if I'm not mistaken. Death Sentence. Huh. Oh, we're gonna need to lie to this guy one more time. He has my relic upgrade. I've been running around with like level 18 relic up until this part. That's a little bit lazy. Yeah, we have a new emote. It's level up emote. Do you like it, Sai-san? Why would you lie about the Elder Talisman? It's just to have a relic while leveling. Hated by the beasts. I'm so scared that we're gonna actually get Nemesis while I'm in Ashes of Malmouth and like ultimate difficulty. I don't think, like, I don't see myself killing the beast Nemesis with a subpar character. That'll be really insane. Kuba is a mean guy. Per blog. Hey, thank you, Saizen. Yes, go ahead, Daibo. Of course. I think you can charge from here. Yes, you can. That's a really valuable blitz. Can you use Devastation with a shield? No, you can't. It says several casting. Yeah, I don't necessarily know how to basically like put the logic behind this, but I think it's like just basically a precaution that they took against having like an incredibly powerful character. Like for instance, even the battle mage that I play in Softcore is scaling incredible amounts of Aether damage, and the devastation skill is full Aether. But I'm playing like a dual wield melee guy, you know what I mean? Like it would be incredible in his hands, but so it is just, I think it's just like a nerf to those type of characters so that you don't necessarily have that spell as well, sort of. That's my logic behind it. I don't really know. So this is a really good question. I don't really know if like we are taking this. Probably not. I think I'm passing this. Guys, Vengeful Wraith, the requirement for this Devotion Shrine is really expensive. As much as I want the devotion point right now, I think I'm skipping that one. $65. This was the moment that we have been waiting for some time now. And lie to this guy. Take the Ivory Talisman. Equip that before I forget about it. This might even be an upgrade for me. This ring that he just gave to me. Oh my god, look at this. Sell those. I'm gonna check this ring out as well. Was it over there? Yeah, let's go for more HP, it's okay. Other than HP, does it like give me anything else? Flat damage Aether and offensive ability. Offensive ability is okay, flat damage Aether doesn't do anything at this point. Okay, so new items. 2 pens to compare here. This one is like Dread and Force Wave. I think we don't have the Dread. Physical resistance, more HP, physical and internal trauma. This one's definitely like hands down better, other than like resistances. The only part about better about like these Scorchings are the resistances, but I think I should be okay. I'm gonna go with those. 1000 armor, like versus 390 over here. Ridiculous. So Bone Shatters from 430 armor to 930. More damage. Offensive ability, more movement speed, physical resistance yet again. We're dropping like even more resistances, unfortunately. That kind of sucks. I'm definitely gonna use this. Like more armor, crit damage. Trauma is okay-ish, I guess. Offensive ability and all soldiers, even less resistance now. Lucky my resistance is up so bad, actually. Force Wave +2. Physical damage. So we're dropping HP here quite a bit. But we are gaining everything else. Look at my fire resistance right now. 41%. We definitely need that like heavy elemental resistance ring. If we can find something. %50% Aether. I kind of want to like use one of these rings as well, but it's not that easy. Alright, the last part. More HP, more armor. Internal trauma, so more offenses also. Physical resistance also. Reduce stun duration and force wave and blind side. That is really good as well. So looking at these items, this is the only items that I could use with like leveling up another character. So I might have like saved this item if I was gonna like level up another character in softcore. But I probably won't. Really enjoy playing hardcore alone. So we're gonna like take out the components from these. We'll try to optimize with them. Hopefully we could. So Runestone definitely goes to the Helm. 53% fire. Got Dismantle. As you can see, like we're overcapped with the chaos resistance. So if you can find some like resistance, some other resistance, let's say. I just got honored with the Devil's Crossing. I need to buy the red. That's pretty good. Let's go to Old Arkovian. I want to find like a elemental resistance accessory augmentation, if I could. Elemental resistance and elemental damage. Oh man. It's kind of bad. Kind of bad. I'm gonna buy a couple of them, just in case. If you're like that desperate, we'll definitely be using it, okay? I think so. Let's go back to Devil's Crossing. I might need the help of that bank and stuff. So fixing the poison resistance is easy. Fixing the bleed resistance is really easy as well. Thanks to like 6-watch and stuff. But how do we fix my fire resistance and lightning resistance is the question. If I'm not mistaken, there's like something called ward stone or something that you could put into like a medal or something. That's giving 7%. Let's make one of these. 7% Aether elemental resistance is okay-ish. Let's take away like my medal. The soul shard. Continue using that. So we keep the item in this one. And put a wardstone in this guy. Yeah, we can use like molten skin and stuff like that, definitely. I would rather like use the chains of Oloran if I could. So to the belts we're gonna put like anti-venom salve, because anti-venom salve gives armor. Armor on the belt is really important for the reasons that I explained earlier. How is our movement speed, guys? 135, so we don't need movement speed on the boots anymore. We could put something like anti-venom salve once again. That's pretty good. I'm also fixed with bleed resistance, thanks to this ward stone right over here. That's pretty good as well. So the only thing that we're missing is like fire. A little bit of Aether. I don't see myself fixing the Aether resistance. What we could do is like we could put the chains of Oloran on top of the chest, and on the pants we could use like a molten skin, and we should be okay. I think. That's not too bad. That is not too bad. Let's do it that way. Let me see if we have like a molten skin here. Yeah, there's the molten skin. Armor, fire resistance. I'm gonna craft one of these. Put that into the pants. 80% fire. Yo, what's up, Kappa? How's it going? Take that one as well. So, after all these upgrades, I'm 100% sure like we're ridiculously stronger, guys. Definitely. We should also, one more thing that we should check is that like I have gained +1 to soldiers. So we could take away some of the points. They is really greedy. So we could take away 1 from this. Those can stay actually. I said like we could take away some points, but like there's nothing to take away. It's funny. I can take away 1 more from this, but like it's giving me internal trauma. I'll keep it, I think. It's okay. So I was only able to take 1 point away. It's messed up. Almost 9k HP, should be fine. Hey, look, I forgot the Slith quest actually. We can complete that right now. Put that to the bank. So I cannot really find a way to like use these, unfortunately. Kaiman chosen. Alright. I think it's in Weimar, if I'm not mistaken. He always forgets about the Sleth. It's on the side, man. Kinda curious if that is going to be an upgrade for me. I don't think so, though. That's like poison and elemental resistance ring, I think. Yeah, poison white is elemental. No, it's not an upgrade for us, guys. So another thing that we can go for is that like for some DPS, we have been talking about this, the unholy inscription in my gloves. I actually really dislike my gloves. Like my gloves are terrible. I wish like we could find an upgrade for my gloves. Even though they are legendary, it doesn't give me anything. Just offensive ability and health, basically. Nothing else. What we could go for is like, we could get better gloves. Let me see if we can craft one. Belts, chest, feet. There it is, the hands, the adept, gloves. Casting speed, in fact. Pretty soon, I think. Casting speed is really cool. Like, we might be able to get something really good from this. What do I want here? I probably want, like, is this expensive to craft for me? 3k? 1 scavenge plate? We can craft about, like, 10 of these. I wouldn't mind. Elemental damage. Cast speed. Elemental resistance. Elemental resistance would be so good, actually. Maybe we can roll a better one. I don't know. Physical resistance even, really? It's not so bad. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, this one's the worst one. Let's put it down for now. 26% cast speed on gloves. How did you even manage that? Okay. The last couple of rolls there have been terrible, but this one right here is the best one, I think. Look at this. The elemental resistance is like fixing everything we have. So what I do here is like we use these new gloves. I ended up crafting how many of them? 8 of them? It's okay. Yeah, we use these. We sit on like 65 bleed, unfortunately. It's okay, it's fine. Yeah, we can never mind this. Okay, alright, I'll fix it that way. Give me my 6 watch again. I'll remove the molten skin. But what I will do here is that I'll use a 10% cast speed. So we have like 8% cast speed, offensive ability. There should be like a 10% cast speed as well. Cast speed and lifesteal. Let's get it. The restless remains. I'll dismantle these? I'm not really sure actually. Not really. It will end up like giving me unholy inscription anyways. I don't want that. I'll sell these actually, I think. Keep the item here. There it is. It looks lovely to me. We just would like we will just need to use some like Aether potions, I think, when the time is right. Otherwise it looks fine to me. Let me see if I can like craft Aether potions, in fact. It's gonna be repair. What was the name of it? Spirit Bane or something? We could. And it requires Wrathstone. I'll make one. So we have it ready. There it is. I'll make some like royal jelly essence again also. Okay. Gonna clean the bags. Yeah, sell those as well. It's okay. Royal jellies in the bank, or I don't have enough. So, in fact, this is where I'm going to stop with the part 6. Yo, YouTube, thank you very much for watching me. I'll see you on the 7th one. I think I like the progression that we made in this one a lot better than the others, to be honest with you. This was a serious one. Catch you later on.